Hello from Southern Ontario. It's January 1st. Happy New Year. So bear with me because I can't condense this and make it a short video. Canada's far-right militia. Okay, let's take a look at this. What prompted me to make this video was Trudeau's recent little chat there he had with I don't know who. A lot of people are breaking that video down, that interview down. Trudeau obviously was feeling no pain, talked a lot of bullshit, and some outright lies. One of the lies was he mentioned the far-right militia that was in Ottawa during the Freedom Convoy, intent on overthrowing the, and he referred to it as the Liberal government. I forget exactly what he said, but a little slip of the tongue there. The duly, wow, whatever, I forget exactly what he said. And this video is going to be long enough as it is. So anyways, who is this far-right extremist militia that was in Ottawa? Okay. It goes back to the anti-hate network, which is mostly, and I mean, well, effectively financed by your and my tax money through the regime of Trudeau. I've done videos before on the anti-hate network, and it's in their, description of what they're all about, that their primary focus is far-right extremists in Canada. And all other forms of hate, but mostly far-right, yeah, okay. Well, they said at the time there was a far-right extremist militia in Canada, and the CBC, government-funded propaganda department, ran with it. Trudeau at the inquiry in Parliament, and in this recent video, or interview, mentioned this far-right extremist group. Now, who are they? Well, they're fictional. That's the beauty of the whole thing. You may have heard of Jeremy McGrath and Diagolon. So I'm just going to put it in my own words here. Jeremy McGrath and some buddies were having a late night Zoom get together, beer in hand, and jokingly they developed Diagolon, totally fictional, mythical country running from Alaska down through Alberta and through the Midwestern states and soldiering over to Florida. This was their imaginary country, all based on the mandates at the time. Who was, Alaska, Alberta, etc. Florida were not pro as poof. So anyways, as the boys were joking, it went along. I watched some of it back when, so I'm a little vague on it. I'm just putting it all in my own words here. They cooked up an imaginary country with an imaginary leader, which was a time-traveling, hallucinogen-eating goat. No kidding. And Diagolon became a bit of a joke in amongst Jeremy and his followers, and they even went so far as to print some flags of Diagolon. Again, totally mythical creation, the whole thing. And I guess they were selling the flags as merch, right? And again, I'm putting some supposition in here as I go along. Anyways, Diagolon flags were being flown around during the Freedom Convoy and after. It was kind of like a Truck You Trudeau flag. It was a bit of a, one finger and not this one salute to the regime of Trudeau. The whole thing was a farce. It was a joke. And yet, Trudeau, again, in Parliament, at the Commission, and in this recent interview, yeah, far-right extremists. That's who they are in Canada. Time-traveling, imaginary, hallucinogenic-eating goat. Yeah. But I guess the snipers on the roof of Parliament at the time during the Freedom Convoy were aimed at the bouncy castles, waiting for these far-right militia to come out of the bouncy castles, right? Yeah, you gotta laugh, but I mean, it's kind of scary, isn't it? Anyways, I'd rather have the time-traveling, hallucinogenic-eating, mythical, fictional goat in charge than the WEF minion, Young Global Leaders graduate of '92. You know who I'm talking about.